Hola! So I woke up with the intention today to connect more to my divine feminine energy because I have been very much so in my masculine. I decided what's the best way for me to connect to my feminine, and one of the ways is cacao. So I am making ceremonial cacao. If you're new to my channel, I have a whole video showing you how I make it, what cacao is, a little bit of history. There's a lot of things that I want to do. Don't you guys feel this way? I literally was walking the other day around my neighborhood, and I'm actually going to go walk today after I film a Q&A with you guys, but I was walking around my neighborhood the other day, and I was just thinking about how much I love being alive and how grateful I am to be alive and how I don't want to die, even though I know it's part of being a human. But I feel like I've just been feeling so grounded, so happy, and I guess happy, content. And I feel at peace. I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be. You know, like I really feel that within me, and it's been making me feel very excited, very ambitious at the same time, because I've been getting so many more creative downloads because I have been completely stress-free. I haven't felt any stress. And the reason that it's such a big deal to me is because a few vlogs ago, one of you guys actually pointed out that my hair was thinning out, and I didn't really even notice that it was happening until I was editing some other footage, and I noticed that like so much of my hair has been falling out, and then in the shower, every time I shower, I would have like loads of hair coming out, but I just thought it was normal. But then I started thinking about how I had been feeling, and I had been feeling very overwhelmed and very stressed out to the point that I felt knots on my shoulders. And I also couldn't really breathe. I felt a really big heaviness. And we actually experienced a family loss. So that has a lot to do, that had a lot to do with the way that I was feeling, because of the way that my husband was feeling for the most part about that. So it was just a lot of things kind of accumulated around the same time, and I kind of just took a step back, and I was like, I really need more inner self-care, and I really just got to stop worrying about anything in general. So I just been literally feeling so great about myself and my life, and I really feel this inner peace, and I really feel like it's has a lot to do with the meditation that I'm doing daily, and also with the awareness and acceptance that I can't change what I can't change, and life is the way that it is, and I'm not fighting against it. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're resisting, it's because you're afraid, and it's a scarcity mindset. You're afraid of something, afraid of losing something. When you become so attached to anything external, and I feel like that was such a big lesson for me. And my hair literally stopped falling out, and it's growing back, and it happened so quickly, and I have not been stressed out at all, even though my life has been exactly the same. Pretty incredible. So yes, and I also let go of so many expectations that I had for myself, and it's not like settling, because I don't settle for anything less than the best for my life, but it's more of an acceptance of like, I'm just happy with the way things are. You know, you can be happy with the way things are and still be ambitious and still continue to show up for yourself every day. Results don't lie. Just keep showing up for yourself every day, whatever it is that you are working towards every single day. It does not matter, and just don't put so much pressure on yourself to do it all. That's what I did for such a long time, and I always felt like I never have enough time. My new mentality is, of course I have time. I have all the time in the world. What am I rushing for? As long as I show up for myself and for my goals and for my family, every day, that way that I feel is heart-centered, without my ego being in the forefront, and with an honest and authentic approach to life, to my goals, to everything around me, intentionally filled with so much awareness. And by the way, the awareness definitely came through meditation. I didn't have this kind of awareness before over my life. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But sometimes we feel like we want things to be different. We want things to not take so long. But it's all within divine timing, God's timing, however you choose to call it. I like to call it God's timing and divine timing. I like those two a lot. Gracias por tu medicina, Mama Cacao. Ceremonial cacao always makes me feel grounded with earth and connected and one like nature. I forgot who explained this somewhere. Someone explained this online, but it was such a beautiful way to see God within all of us and within everything in this planet. And not just living things, but God is literally in everything that is a vibration, everything. So somebody explained it online that when you think of like when you think of a garden where it has so many different diverse types of plants and flowers, when you look at that, they all look different. Most of them are from different species, different types of plants. Maybe you got fungi, but there's this one underlying force that gives everything life, and that is God. What I like to call spirit. Spirit is such a beautiful word. That word really resonates with me. Oh my gosh, I have to show you my cute agave honey dispenser. It's so adorable. I'm obsessed with it. Just go like that, and then you twist, and then you twist it really quick, and then you drop it like that. So there's a few things that I want to do for my birthday this year. Both of them involve me leaving. I'm trying to be alone. However, if I go to Costa Rica, I'm not going to go alone, because if I'm going to do ayahuasca, I need my sister or my husband with me. That's it. I'm not ashamed to say what I feel, what I think, what I believe. It's me. This is my mind, and this is what goes on in my mind. And not everybody's gonna like it, and that's cool, because I'm not here to people please, which, by the way, that's gonna be our topic. People pleasing. Okay? Because I'm not trying to give you monotone, you know what I mean? You guys deserve the best. My God, I love it so much. All right, ladies, the house is clean. I cleaned it because if I'm going to do anything to connect within myself, I always need to have a clean house. Oh, the light behind us is not going to work. I guess, okay, let's just talk about people pleasing. Just recently, I got invited to something. I didn't like the environment of where this event was taking place because I just didn't feel comfortable in that space. The dialogue that was happening inside my mind was like, if I don't go, this person's gonna be disappointed in me. They're gonna say that I don't care about them, that I don't love them because I didn't show up. In my mind, I just started having this conversation with like, okay, well, what is my inner child? And this is what I would love for you guys to do if you have people pleasing tendencies, is to ask your inner child what she or he wants to do. This helped me out so much. A lot of the times we disregarded our inner child. When we were children, we didn't know how to process the information that was happening to us. We didn't know what it meant. We thought, maybe some kind of neglect or some type of internal disrespect was normal, but it's not. And now that we're adults, we can look back at that inner child within us that still lives within us and ask that inner child, what do you want to do? And that's what I did. I was like, Dulce, do you want to go? And she was like, no, I don't. I actually want to stay home. I want to meditate. I want to study. I want to work out. I want to be here at home and doing the things that I want to do. And just, I want to be at home. I don't want to be there. And then my ego was like, but people are going to think that you don't care about them. People are going to think that you don't love them. Right? So if I were to go with my ego, and I ended up honoring my inner child, but if I would have gone with my ego self and been like, well, you know, if I don't show up, people are going to think that I don't love them, that I don't care about them. Those are the people-pleasing tendencies that sometimes we don't even know we do, that we have, those ways of thinking and being. We don't even know that we have those because it's just kind of like a habitual pattern that keeps repeating itself, and we think it's normal, but we have all of the power to change our action, the memory, and the desire that comes from repeating these same cycles over and over and over. I say all that to say that I ended up honoring my inner child, and she said she did not want to go, and I am going to take care of my inner child, the little girl that lives inside of me that never had, no one really had her back ever in life like that. I'm going to be that for her. That helped me also love myself even so much more because I'm taking care of her. I told her, I got you. You don't want to be there. You don't have to be there. You want to stay at home. You're going to stay home and you're going to do the things that you want to do. We're not worried about what people are going to think about you. And if they think what they think, let them think what they think. It really has no effect in your life, on your life whatsoever. This woman, she left a comment recently last week on one of my videos, and as you guys know, I read all the comments, and so I read it, and she said something along the lines of how she's disappointed. She used the word, Dulce, I'm so disappointed in you. She said she's disappointed in me because I talk about meditation, I talk about yoga, I show you guys my own way of being and the things that I do, the things that I believe in, and she's disappointed because my beliefs and the way that I live my life does not align with hers. The way the comment came across was very like I'm on this pedestal, and because she even commented, she said, I'm so glad I stopped by to let you know, you know? And at first, right, because when you read something like that, I'm not necessarily like grounded or whatever. It's almost like my old way of being, which would have been reactive. That feeling kind of came back to the surface of like, excuse me? Who do you think you are? You know what I mean? That kind of attitude came up if I'm being honest with you. But the reason that I reflected so much on this, and it has nothing to do with her, because I even wrote back to her and I let her know I literally have no idea who you are. So why would you think that I'm seeking your approval? And I'm not sure what you're looking for. Do you expect me to stop what I believe in, change the way that I believe so I can believe what you believe? Not sure what you expect out of that. But the reason that I even bring it up on a YouTube video and talk to you guys about it is because this woman thought that she was coming to me to tell me that I need to stop what I'm doing because it's works of Satan. And but what she really did, and this is why sometimes you just got to think the people who maybe annoy you the most or who maybe disrespect you, you know, like it happens sometimes in public, people disrespect us, but they're there to teach us lessons. And so she was there. Yes, thank you God for putting her in my path through the internet, but it's not because of what she thought she was there for. She was actually there to mirror back to me the fact that I do not have those people-pleasing tendencies anymore, because nothing within my internal belief system changed. It didn't affect anything. And before, those kind of comments, especially coming from people in these dominant religions, they used to really, back like in my 20s, used to really make me be like, oh, like maybe what I'm doing is wrong. We're not here to do that. We're not here to do that. We're here to live our own individual truth. Not here to people please or live our lives a certain way because then these people are going to judge us. This woman came to my channel to judge me. That was really incredible for me because I was like, oh my God. The reason it's so important to me is because for the first time I actually realized how sure I am of my path, how passionate I am about my path, how I don't have this shaky foundation of, oh, it's what I'm doing wrong. Oh, I shouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't have that because I have been doing the work day in and day out, and I know myself. I know myself better than she's a stranger. She's a stranger. And people like that on the internet do that all the time to the people that they watch online. Like, I'm not here to fit into any mold that people think this is the box that you need to be in. I'm very like repellent to that. To some people, it's natural for them to be that. And it feels good. It feels natural to some people. For me, my own dharma, the way that I am expressing myself in the world as an authentic person, I don't fit any mold. I have seen through my meditation journey, through my spiritual awakening, I have seen what really matters to me, what's important to me, living my life authentically with my family, my loved ones. That's what matters to me. And I hope you guys are able to step into that as well. If you're not there yet, I know a lot of you guys are going through spiritual awakenings. You're starting to see the world a little bit different, or a lot differently. But once you see it, you cannot go back. I know. And I feel like that's also, honestly, on a side note, that's why I've been feeling so much inner peace lately. It's because I was feeling so much tension. I didn't know how to integrate my three-dimensional self with my spirituality. When you're waking up and you're like, what's even real? Like, I've been living a lie, you know? Like, that's how I've been feeling. So I got dressed a little bit. I'm wearing this super cute t-shirt today, feeling like sunshine. And I wanted to try this new product. It's the Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with the bronzing brush, and I'm gonna go directly into here. It's so nice and creamy. I'm going to lightly, wow, this is really pigmented. Whoa. Okay, I think I overdid it. So to blend it out, I'm just gonna use a lighter hand. And I'm gonna do circular motions. And then I'm also gonna bring it down the jawline. So the key here is definitely a little bit goes a long way, because this color deep might be a little bit too dark for me at moments, is what I noticed. But it definitely did warm up my complexion. It looks beautiful, super bronzy and glowy, and I love that. And then you guys already know I love my brick red blush, which is such a beautiful color, a brick red for Latinas of my complexion, any woman of color that has olive skin color or brown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little demo. We are outside in my beautiful backyard. So I'm drinking mint water. Yesterday I trimmed most of my mint because it was really growing really wild. And so I'm drying some of it already. I hung it up, washed it, hung it up, and it's drying. And then yesterday I took a pitcher of water and I just filled it up with fresh mint leaves. And today you can see it's a little yellowish. I just put some ice cubes in it, and it's just water. And then I really have so much catching up to do with my studying. So today I am actually going to pretend that I am teaching class 1 of primordial sound meditation. And so I'm just gonna go over this just so I can work out any of the kinks when I actually start teaching this stuff. I'm gonna go through the antidote of stress, which is a lot of people meditate because of stress, but in reality that is a very powerful thing that happens, of course. But meditation is a lot more, there's a lot more depth than just stress relief and health. You know, it's incredible for all of those things, of course. We're gonna talk through meditation, thoughts, and the gap. I love the gap, the software of the soul. And I'm gonna be teaching the layers of life, the origins of primordial sound meditation, mantras as a meditation tool, and then we're just gonna do a class recap, and that's gonna be class numero uno. My mom is my first student. My husband is also one of my students right now that I am just getting all of my hours of training before I get certified. So I'm gonna go ahead and get going. So I'm pleased to welcome you to the Chopra Primordial Sound Meditation Program. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dulce Candy, and I am a new instructor, which I'm really excited about. This is a new life path for me. My background has been in the military. I served active duty in the military, and I also spent 15 years in the beauty industry. And the reason that I discovered that this is something that I am truly passionate about teaching to the world, because I've seen the positive effects that it's had on my mental abilities, my physical health, my well-being, the way that I react to the world in a very intentional and thoughtful way with a lot of awareness. Wow, love that intro. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it here, and then we're gonna do a part 2. We're gonna be answering questions from Instagram ladies. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I can't wait to hear what you think down in the comment section. Have a blessed and beautiful day, my beautiful ladies, and I can't wait to see you guys on our next video.